Good afternoon. My name is Mark Sullivan. I'm an IT contractor for Ascent Technical Group, and here at Interop I am performing the lead services for network services, DHCP, DNS, addressing, pretty much all of those things on the network that we like to hand out and you can use. I first got into Interop probably in the late 90s. I think my first attendance was in 97. It was a technology trade show that was of interest in me in the early part of my career, and had been attending for about 4 or 5 years, and then looked at the opportunity to be able to get a little bit more involved and see a little bit of the backside of the Interop net. The thing that makes Interop different than all of the other technology conferences that are out there is it's dealing with the core infrastructure that everything needs to survive on. We've been doing the cloud probably for the last 5 or 6 years. It's been very prevalent. You hear a lot about the Web 2.0 and the social media, but all of that really has to ride on something, and it's the background services that are provided, and that's really what Interop Net's about, is the interconnectivity of all of those back-end systems that make everything else that is user-facing operate. I think probably the most memorable experience that I've had at Interop, and I'm very pleased that we don't have to do this anymore, was spending hours and hours and hours for many, many late evenings hand polishing fiber for all of the interconnects. We no longer have to do that thanks to the trunk cables that we now use, but I just remember spending 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning with about a dozen of us hand polishing every single fiber that was in the network. That was pretty memorable. I'm Mark Sullivan, and I am Interop.